You've watched them one by one. Now experience the 25 scariest true horror stories of 2025 back to back. From mimics in the woods, to forbidden Roman secrets, to things caught on camera at 3 a.m. that should never be seen. Turn off the lights, turn up the volume, and try not to look behind you. Let's begin. At 12:07 a.m., my phone buzzed. Flood alert triggered. I checked the basement cam, expecting rising water. The floor was wet, but the water was flowing uphill. Slow, deliberate, like it was being pulled. I zoomed in. The ripples weren't random. They curved around something I couldn't see. Then the current stopped. The water went still. A second later, a wet footprint appeared. Then another, leading toward the stairs. My phone vibrated again. Motion detected. The camera tilted. Someone, or something, had picked it up. The last frame was my own face staring back from the basement stairs, eyes wide, whispering, "Why did you look? Would you still go downstairs after seeing that?" Did you know ancient Rome kept a poison garden so deadly it was erased from maps? It sat behind a villa where emperors tested plants that killed without marks. Slaves whispered the names, hemlock, belladonna, wolfsbane, then disappeared. When a senator died screaming, Rome panicked. The garden was burned, the soil salted, and guards sworn to silence. Centuries later, archaeologists cleared the ruins. Nothing should grow there, but at dusk, pale flowers pushed through the ash. Workers hear Latin murmured from the roots. One man tasted a leaf, said it was sweet, then collapsed, smiling. The site is sealed again, yet locals say the wind still carries names, waiting to be spoken. If you heard your name whispered from the ground, would you answer? This actually happened to me. At 1:17 a.m., my wife screamed my name from the trees. I was camping alone, 2 hours from the nearest road. No service, no neighbors. I froze, listening. Then she cried again, closer this time. "Help me, please!" My hands were shaking as I whispered back, asking where she was. The voice answered immediately, from behind my tent. I burst out with my headlamp on. Nothing, just trees. Then my phone buzzed. A text from my wife at home. "Why are you calling me?" I've been asleep. Behind me, the voice laughed, using my voice now. I didn't sleep. I hiked out before sunrise. So tell me, if it wasn't my wife out there, what was trying to lure me into the dark? I woke up to crying outside my tent. A little kid, right behind me. I was 10 miles from the nearest trailhead. No kids, no houses. The crying stopped the moment I unzipped the tent. Then it started again, closer. "Daddy, help me." My blood went cold. Bears don't cry like that. I grabbed my headlamp and swept the trees. Nothing. Then the voice came from the other side of the camp. Same words, same tone, like it was practicing. Branches cracked. Heavy breathing circled me, not charging, waiting. I locked myself in my car until sunrise. When I checked the ground, there were prints, too big for a child, too many toes for a bear. So if you heard a child crying in the wilderness tonight, would you go help or stay alive? Did you know winter forests can echo sounds from miles away? Perfectly? I learned that on a solo night hike, snow crunching under my boots, breath fogging my headlamp. Then I heard it. Pop, 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 like distant fireworks celebrating something I couldn't see. The sound bounced between the trees, getting closer, sharper. My phone had no signal. The trail markers were gone. The pops changed rhythm. They stretched, warped. They weren't fireworks anymore. They were screams, human, panicked, repeating the exact same 3 cries, over and over, never running out of breath. I ran. The screams ran with me, perfectly synced to my footsteps. When I burst into the parking lot, the sound stopped instantly. Later, a ranger told me no one had reported fireworks or missing hikers. So if something in the woods copies celebration, what is it actually practicing? At 3:07 a.m., my phone buzzed. Motion detected. Hallway. I live alone. I opened the clip expecting my cat. Instead, a tall shape slid out of the darkness, moving too smoothly, like it knew where the camera was. The lights stayed off. No footsteps, just that shape drifting closer. Halfway down the hall, it stopped. Then it tilted its head, slowly, and stared straight into the lens. The camera started glitching. The timestamp jumped backward. The figure's face sharpened for one frame. It was me. Same shirt, same scar on my cheek. Behind it, my bedroom door was open. I was still lying in bed watching the clip. So who was standing in my hallway? And which one of us did the camera see? Did you know the Romans once sealed a Saturnalia temple because people vanished inside? Every winter solstice, laughter poured from its doors. Drunken songs, clapping, joy. Then the laughter kept going, after the doors were barred. Priests claimed the god demanded silence, so they sealed it with stone and iron, forever. Centuries later, archaeologists opened it. Inside were tables still set, masks frozen in grins. No bodies, only scrape marks on the walls, like fingernails trying to escape. As night fell, their recordings captured something else. Laughter, not echoes, not wind, fresh, close, right behind the camera. The team ran, the doors slammed shut on their own. Every solstice since, laughter leaks from the ruins again. If you heard laughter coming from a sealed place, would you open it? Did you know some people regret checking their security cameras on Christmas Eve? A man installed a small cam to watch his holiday lights while visiting family. Around midnight, his phone buzzed. Motion detected. Snow drifted calmly. Lights blinked. Nothing seemed wrong until the living room cam refreshed. The presents under the tree were moving. One by one, boxes slid closer. Paper tore slowly, like careful hands were opening them. The ornaments didn't shake. No footsteps. No shadows. Just gifts being unwrapped by something the camera couldn't see. Then the cam tilted, just slightly, toward the couch. That's when a new alert popped up. Face detected, smiling. No one was home. If something opens your gifts before you do, will it still be there when you wake up? Did you know most nursery cam glitches happen at the same time every night? At 3:07 a.m., my phone buzzed. Motion detected. I opened the app, half asleep, expecting the crib to be empty. The camera was flickering. Then it stabilized. My baby was standing in the crib, facing the corner. He's 8 months old. He can't stand. He can barely sit. I zoomed in and whispered his name. That's when the head on the screen turned, slowly, and smiled straight into the camera. From the hallway, I heard my baby crying. From the crib behind me. So tell me, if my baby was in the room with me, who was standing in the crib? They say one Roman emperor went insane, but the truth is so much darker. In the dead of night, he ordered a secret pit dug beneath his palace. Guards whispered that he wasn't trying to kill a man. He was trying to bury a god. They lowered a chained statue into the earth. Massive, ancient, its eyes carved so deep they looked alive. As the dirt covered its face, the ground trembled. The chains snapped, and every torch in the palace went out at once. Servants swore they heard something climbing back up from the pit, slow, scraping, whispering the emperor's name. By morning, his throne was empty. Only claw marks remained, deep unnatural, as if carved by stone fingers. Rome tried to erase the story. But tell me, if a god was buried alive, what do you think climbed out? They warned us not to touch the mound, but the bulldozers came anyway. By the third scoop of dirt, the smell hit first. Rot and iron. Then bones. Hundreds of them, stacked wrong, facing inward like they were buried watching something. That night, the workers' motion cameras kept triggering. Empty field. Nothing there. Until one frame showed shapes pushing up from the soil. Hands breaking through like they'd been waiting. At 3:17 a.m., the ground started breathing. Dirt rose and fell. Screams echoed in Latin, words no one remembered learning. The next morning, the mound was back, perfectly rebuilt, but every body from the dig was missing. If they reclaimed the dead, what do you think they're coming back for next? I was completely alone in the terminal at 3 a.m. Then the intercom announced a flight that crashed 20 years ago. This actually happened to me during a night shift. All flights were grounded, no passengers, no planes, just humming lights and empty gates. At 3:07 a.m., the intercom crackled on by itself. Final boarding call for Flight 217. My stomach dropped. Flight 217 doesn't exist anymore. It crashed before I was even born. I checked the system. No scheduled flights, no errors. Then I heard footsteps, dozens of them. Gate 12's display flickered to boarding. Cold air rushed past me, like people walking by, but nothing was there. The intercom whispered, softer this time. Last call. The gate scanner beeped. I quit the next morning. This is based on real events. Would you have stayed? Did you know archaeologists found a sealed Roman feast hall where the smell of roasted meat still lingered? 2,000 years later, the doors were discovered fused shut by ash. Inside, plates were set. Cups were full. Bread sat half-torn, like someone had just laughed and reached for more. No bodies, no bones. Just chairs pulled back, as if the guests stood up all at once. Then the workers noticed something wrong. The food wasn't decayed. When the seal cracked, warm air rushed out, followed by the sound of cutlery scraping stone. A whispering murmur, chewing. They resealed the hall immediately. Locals say if you press your ear to the wall at night, you can still hear a feast continuing, waiting for one more guest. If that door opened again, would you step inside? This actually happened to me. At 3:02 a.m., our smart speaker started playing a lullaby. Soft, slow. We don't have kids. I thought it was a glitch, until my wife whispered, "Did you set an alarm?" The song kept looping, same 3 notes, like someone rocking an invisible crib. I opened the app. No routines, no history. The volume slider moved by itself, up. Then the speaker spoke, using my voice. Shh, he's almost asleep. Our hallway monitor turned on. Night vision, empty room. Except the baby monitor audio lit up, breathing, close to the mic. I unplugged the speaker. The lullaby kept playing from the baby monitor we never bought. So tell me, what learns your voice before you're ready to hear it? I was 3 days into a solo backpacking trip when my Garmin vibrated. No signal out there, yet it showed a text from my number. Run. I laughed it off. Must be a glitch. Then another buzz. Turn around. I stopped walking. The trail behind me was empty, dead silent. My watch buzzed again. It's close now. My heart started hammering. I checked my phone. No sent messages, no drafts, nothing. I heard footsteps on gravel that matched mine perfectly, but they were behind me. One last message appeared. Don't let it see you read this. I looked up and saw someone standing on the trail wearing my pack. If your watch warned you to run, would you trust it? They say the tunnel was sealed after midnight screams echoed from inside. I'm a night guard at a Roman fort in Italy. Last week, my motion sensor triggered near the collapsed war tunnel, one that's been forbidden for centuries. No animals, no tourists. At 2:17 a.m., I heard it. Boots, hundreds of them, marching in perfect rhythm beneath the stone. Then came metal, armor-scraping walls that no longer exist. My radio crackled. A voice whispered in Latin, calm and close. Hold the line. The ground vibrated, as if an army was passing directly under my feet. Then everything stopped. Silence. In the dust, fresh footprints appeared, leading out of the sealed tunnel. If they're still marching, what happens when they finally reach the surface? Do not go under the Colosseum. That's what the guide whispered, right before disappearing into the dark. When they opened a sealed chamber beneath the arena floor, the air turned ice cold. The torches flickered, and something moved in the shadows. Chains rattled, yet no chains were there. And then they saw it. Scratches. Thousands of scratches carved into the stone, not from animals, from hands, human hands. Clawing, desperate, like they were trying to escape. A low growl echoed through the corridor, followed by a whisper. Still hungry. The archaeologists ran, but one of them never made it out. Today, that chamber is sealed again, and if you ever visit the Colosseum, listen closely. Some nights, something down there still scratches. I got locked in my old high school overnight as a prank, but I wasn't the only one there. This happened to me my senior year. My friends thought it'd be funny to lock me inside after detention. No signal, no security, just dark hallways and buzzing lights. Around 11:40 p.m., the PA system crackled on. Students, please return to your classrooms. I laughed at first, until lockers started slamming shut down the hallway. Slow, one by one, like footsteps. I hid in my classroom and pushed a desk against the door. Then the chalkboard screeched. A message wrote itself. Detention isn't over. Behind me, a desk moved. I ran when the bell rang, the same bell used for a lockdown. This is based on real events. Would you have stayed? This actually happened to me. We installed a nanny cam to test it before starting a family. The room was empty, just a crib, white walls, and silence. At 2:17 a.m., my phone sent an alert. Movement detected. I opened the feed. The crib was rocking, slow, steady. Then a soft giggle came through the speaker. I thought it was interference, until the camera zoomed in by itself. Tiny handprints appeared on the mattress, one by one. Then a whisper, clear as day. He's here. I rushed upstairs. The room was still, cold. When I checked the playback again, the camera turned toward the door, toward me. So tell me, if we don't have kids yet, who was watching me from the crib? Everyone warned me never to go to the cemetery after dark, but I didn't listen. This happened to me last year. I went to my grandma's grave at midnight just to talk. The air felt heavy, like it was pressing on my chest. Her headstone was damp, even though it hadn't rained. As I whispered her name, the ground behind me crunched. Slow footsteps, too soft to be anyone else visiting. Then I heard her voice, weak, familiar, right by my ear. Why did you wake me? I froze. Graves don't echo voices. I ran home and locked my door. At 3:12 a.m., my phone buzzed. A photo, my front door, taken from outside. Caption, I followed you home. This is based on real events. Would you have stayed? I still went up to check. Last night, around 2 a.m., I was grabbing water when I heard it. My mom's voice, soft, gentle, exactly how I remember it. Come upstairs. I need you. My whole body went cold. She's been gone for 5 years, but the voice sounded alive. I crept up the stairs, each step heavier than the last. The hallway was dark, except for my old bedroom door, cracked open, just a sliver. I pushed it gently. Inside, the room was empty. But then, behind me, the same voice whispered, closer this time. I said, come here. I spun around. Someone stood at the end of the hallway, same height, same silhouette, but the face wasn't hers. Just a stretched, hollow smile whispering my name. Question: if you heard a loved one calling you, would you answer even if they shouldn't exist anymore? This actually happened to me. I was volunteering at a dig beneath Rome when we found a sealed tunnel. No records, just Roman brick and iron clamps. They said it was a collapsed gladiator passage, safe, empty. When we broke through, warm air rushed out, and I heard breathing. We went in with lights. The walls were carved with names, Latin prayers, deep claw marks all facing out. Then came the sound, metal scraping stone, slow footsteps, and a man screaming in a language no one speaks anymore. My radio crackled. In my own voice, it said, "Don't turn around." I ran. They sealed the tunnel again that night. But sometimes, when the city is quiet, people still hear cheering beneath the streets. So tell me, if it was empty, who's still fighting down there? I woke up to notifications from my doorbell camera. It was 3:33 a.m. I checked the app and my heart sank. My front door was open. I swear, I locked it before bed. Then I saw it. A figure walking around my living room. It looked like me, but I was in bed. The camera followed it as it went to the kitchen. It opened a drawer and pulled out a knife. A voice whispered, "You're not alone." And then it looked straight at the camera. Are you watching me too? Something in the woods was copying my voice. My friend had gone to fetch water. 10 minutes later, I heard him call, "Come here, I found something." But his voice sounded off, stretched. He walked back into camp 2 minutes later, empty-handed. "I never called you," he said. Then, from deep in the trees, my voice echoed, "Come here, I found something." Question: what would you do if the forest used your voice? At 2 a.m., the baby monitor started glitching. Static filled the screen, then an image appeared. My baby, sleeping peacefully. But next to her, another baby. I don't have twins. The other baby looked older. It reached out to the camera, whispering, "Mama." I spun around and my baby was crying. I checked the room, but there was no one else. The monitor went black. Now, when I put my baby down, she always looks over my shoulder. Is someone standing behind you now? If you made it to the end, congratulations, you survived 25 true horrors. Which one scared you the most? Comment below and subscribe for daily new stories in 2026. The darkness never ends.